Do you find yourself stuck in the same toxic relationship patterns? Do you attract people who drain you rather than uplift you? If so, you're not alone. Today, we are breaking down how to attract healthy relationships and finally let go of those unhealthy cycles for good. Now, why do we attract unhealthy relationships? First, let's talk about why we sometimes end up in toxic relationships. It often comes down to unresolved childhood patterns. So, we repeat dynamics we grew up with, even if they were not healthy. So, for example, um, a child is with her, a daughter is with her father, and the daughter is painting and she paints a portrait of her father. And at that moment of time, she goes and shows father that, look, I made a beautiful portrait of yours. And the father is like, right now I don't have time for this. Just go away right now. I'm busy with something. Now daughter feels that why was she not appreciated? She was doing something good for him. She was showing him to make him happy, but he just shooed her away, and he does not love me because he did not have time for me at that moment of time. And if you see from father's perspective, he does show love around in his own way, but at that moment of time, he was busy with his some work, and he genuinely could not have paid attention to that portrait and actually admire it. But this kind of feeling is now stuck with that daughter, and whenever something like this happens, when she is doing something good for someone to show them love, and at that moment they're not available to respond in the way that she wanted them to, it hurts her even more. And now this has become a repetitive pattern that she is also attracting these men who are literally not available, but she's comfortable with that pattern. So that can be a unresolved childhood patterns example. Second is low self-worth. When we don't believe that we deserve better, we settle. For that, self-esteem practice, confidence building activity should be done. However, next thing is fear of being alone. We stay in unhealthy relationship because the unknown feels scarier. Familiarity over happiness. Toxic love can feel comfortable if it's what we are used to. Right? The situation can change here when I gave the example of father and daughter. What if like this was like usual, and then it would be a toxic sort of situation. And then if she has been comfortable with them, then she will be avoiding all that, avoiding men in her life, and always wanting to fix them and change them for her, or to change them to love her, change them to for them to show up to her needs. Any of this resonates, don't be hard on yourself. Awareness is the first step to change. How to break the cycle of unhealthy love? Identify your patterns. Take a moment to reflect. What similarities do your past relationships have? Do you find yourself drawn to emotionally unavailable people? Do you overgive and receive little in return? Once you see the pattern, you can start changing them. Second is to set and enforce boundaries. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect. Ask yourself, do I say yes when I want to say no? Do I tolerate behaviors that make me unhappy? Do I feel emotionally safe in my relationships? If not, it's time to set boundaries. A relationship that requires you to abandon yourself is not love, it's self sacrifice. Something that I think a lot of Indian females go through, because we have seen this going on from ages and ages and ages. The mothers, the grandmothers have been showing love by sacrifice, by not really asserting themselves, right? It can happen to a male as well. right? That they are succumbing to whatever the wife has been saying, so they have not been putting that boundary, right? Both ways it can be implemented. Third is work on self love and self worth. Healthy relationships start with how we treat ourselves. Practice positive self talk and affirmation, spending time alone without seeking external validation, pursuing hobbies, passions, and personal goals outside of relationships. When you value yourself, you attract people who value you. How to attract a healthy relationship? First is know your non negotiables. Make a list of qualities you want in a partner, can be kindness, honesty, emotional availability. If someone doesn't meet that, then don't make excuses. Second is trust actions and not just words. A healthy person will show up consistently. Love isn't about promises, it's about actions. Be patient and stay open. Don't rush into love. The right relationship will come when you are in alignment with yourself. Choose connection over attachment. Breaking toxic patterns isn't easy, but it's possible. If you're struggling with this, therapy can help. If this video helped, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below your experiences. I would love to know that. What's one thing you are doing to attract healthier relationships? Also, let me know that in the comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.